Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Fruits of the Literature Club. In the last episode, our MC is confirmed to be Batman. He is here on an undercover mission. He is, he's Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not Batman. It's just, he moved in, he's moved into the town. There's a lot of shit. I don't know how to explain this, but we were uninterested to join Sayori's literature club, but now we've decided, fuck it, let's give it a shot, because she keeps calling us a meanie, and we don't like being called meanie. So yeah, let's do this. I have the room number that Sayori gave to me after lunch. Class has been over for about 10 minutes. Sayori told me to show up at a specific time. I checked my watch and wait for that time to come. Alright, here we go.
Scared me again.
I would laugh if the mod was over right there. I'd be like, well, thank you guys for watching.
I don't know what you do.
I would just play another mod. Behind closed doors, plus the ending of Fruits of the Literature Club. Yeah, but
That's funny.
that would be sad, but yeah. I open the door of the classroom and enter it. It looks like a normal English classroom. Take a quick second to look around the room. It wasn't long before a blue-eyed monster obstructed my vision. Zero! I'm so glad you came! Didn't really have any other choice. Sayori! You didn't say the new member was a boy! He didn't seem important at the time. Natsuki, that doesn't seem like something important. If he is a club member, he is a club member. A tall, purple-haired girl arrives at the front of the room with the three of us, promptly coming to my defense without call. Wait a minute. I heard these two arguing about manga yesterday. Okay, so she was arguing with Yuri about it. I thought it was just Natsuki with someone else. But boys ruin everything. Plus, he looks like kind of a dick, too. She's not wrong. We're kind of an asshole. Natsuki, a good judge of character. I walk into the club room for less than 30 seconds, only said 5 words, and I'm the dick. I get the urge to open my mouth, but I restrain it. If I'm gonna be here for however long this club does its business for, better keep tension low. Because, believe me, I know how difficult things can get when you're forced to be around a group of people who don't like you. Natsuki, assuming such a thing about someone right off the bat is pretty hurtful. Yeah, my feelings are real hurt. The pink-haired girl named Natsuki, presumably, looks away while angrily gritting her teeth. The most recent girl, the one with the brown hair, is the last to come to my defense. She has a proud and confident demeanor and stance upon her. She catches my eye for a second. Ugh, whatever. I'm sorry. Apology accepted. Granted, there was nothing really to apologize for. I still accepted out of respect. Hi, I'm Monica. Zero. I'm the president of the Literature Club. If there's anything I can do to make you comfortable here with us, just ask. I'll make sure to take you up on that. Okay, he's way different than fucking the original MC.
Yeah, he's like not MC. He's like weird.
No, because he's weird. He's like I don't know, like he's confident. Because remember the original one, he was all like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll keep that in mind. It's like, I don't know any suggestions I'd give Monica, you know? But now this one's all like, I'll take you up on that. I'm watching here. If this club ain't up to code, it's over.
Oh my god.
Monica looks oddly familiar. I shrugged, feeling dismissive. So, Monica. Yeah? What type of things do you do here at the Literature Club? I'm very glad you asked, Zero. We focus on the study and the application of many forms of literature. Interesting. Sayori's smile perks up. What interests you in Literature Club? Nothing. I'm only here for Sayori. Oh? She looks at Sayori, who is squirming in her shoes. I'm escorting her home today, and she insisted I wait for her here. So I'm just a guest. But I do hope you'll join. Oh. Well, I do certainly hope you join if you're interested. Another member will get us registered as an official club. So if we have under 5 members, your club isn't really a club? Yeah. Ah, so I was correct to sense a hint of bureaucracy here. How very observant, Zero. I heard you were new, which is why I'm surprised you caught up on that so quickly. Well, whenever I go to a new place, I always like to survey everything so I understand the social norm. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay with us today, Zero. We're just about to start. Alright. It's like a shop around. Oh shit, this is cool! We're having thoughts! So like it made it blacker. That's cool. This is cool. I like this. Monika's voice was as confident as her stature was. It was oddly entertaining to observe. She definitely caught me off guard for a second there. I didn't expect anyone at this school to possess even a shred of sheer confidence. But I was clearly wrong from how Monika presented herself. And the fact that she's the president of a literature club immediately shows me she's an academic. But something continues to dig at my mind about her. She looks so familiar. Oh god, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Are we going with the game happened before? Or I don't know, I'm scared. Monika killed my parents!
Oh god.
Thus proving my Batman theory.
No.
Hey Natsuki, when are you gonna pass out those cupcakes? I'm starving for one. Sayori asked while taking a seat. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one spot next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. They take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks their mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. You don't know how many times I've read this. Them eating cupcakes is ingrained in my mind. I can sleep and dream this scene.
You could probably like re-perform the entirety of DDLC.
I'm telling you, I will re-perform the entirety of DDLC with my 4 fingers as the characters.
The gang's all here.
The gang's all here. I can probably do. I'll make Monika the thumb because she stands out. Natsuki will be the pinky. Yuri can be the middle finger because she's the tallest. Sayori can be Sayori can be the index finger, and I'll be the MC's the third finger.
The third finger.
Is it the ring finger? That's the ring finger, I think.
Yes, right? That's the ring finger. Yo, is it the ring finger? Really, Zero?
I don't know the names of my fingers.
That's the problem. You get taught this in school.
I thought it was the ring finger. I just wasn't sure. Don't bully me. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Yeah? Well, Sayori said someone was making cupcakes in preparation for my arrival. Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Okay. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I take a sip of tea and then immediately recognize what type of brew. Wait a minute. We said reading isn't a pastime. Didn't we tell Sayori we like to read?
Yeah, you did.
Boom! Plot hole! Unless we're lying to
Well.
Sayori. I don't know, it might be.
Isn't this made by like one person?
I mean, I think he has a team. I think Eagle has a team. I have to ask him. I don't know. I've seen him have a team, but I don't know if he's like the only writer. I don't know. It could be an error. This is a demo.
Yeah.
Could be an error. Maybe they planned it. Who knows?
Well, no, we pointed it out, so if
Yeah.
if it is an error, get it fixed.
Yeah. I take a sip of tea and immediately recognize what type of brew. It's a strain of oolong tea. Not one of my favorites, but better than the gruel that my old school called tea. Nevertheless, I drink it. So, Monica, why is it that you started your own club? From what I've seen so far, there are a few large-scale clubs already. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club in competition against all the others. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. No, help me. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Although, I don't intend to lower my guard on this getting Zero to join the club thing shtick Sayori has. So, Zero, what kind of things do you like to read? Me? Well, I don't really have a preference. I read pretty much anything I can find. No preference? What was the most recent thing you read? Educational book about birds? What? Lame. Oh?
What do you mean?
Birds are lame.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Yes.
I'll fight you on that.
I'll fight you. Oh god. So violent. Why birds, if you don't mind me asking? Just felt like it. That time, it was genuine. I read pretty much anything that I can. And I happen to come across a book about bird spotting. That is pretty interesting. If you say so. What do you like to read, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a pretty good few horror novels. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsu's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. And it looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! So you write your own poems, eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's rather impressive nowadays. Do you show your poems? No. Why? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Zero? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. I raise my index finger. We were just talking about fingers. Huh? What's that? Remember, I said I wasn't interested at this time. I'm only here as Sayori's escort home. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. It's probably the best I just tell you flat out right now. That's right. I'm sorry, I thought. I remember. Better than for me to lie to you all. The girls continue to look defeated and heartbroken. Damn it! I forgot how difficult it was to get out of these situations with girls. I keep remembering back to the first time it really affected me. Damn it, Ashley. Who's Ashley? We talked about her earlier. She's a thought now. I look down at the floor and back up a second later. The girls are still fixed on me with hurt eyes. Ugh, I'm gonna have to do this bullshit, aren't I? Here it goes. But that doesn't mean it won't change. That's great. That gives us a little leeway to try and convince you. Monika rises up and smiles confidently. Her eyelids are shut, but I can practically see their excitement. Yes! Zuri raises both of her hands in joy. I guess that is okay. If I find out this is all for the cupcakes, I'll be super pissed. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Monika looks to each of the girls. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Okay, Zero. Are you ready to walk home? Very much so. Yay! Alright, let's go, Sayori. Oh, there's the sky! With that, it was to depart the classroom, or the club room, and begin to make our way home. The sun was out and blazing, with little to no clouds obstructing it. It is rather hot today, which makes my run later a little more arduous. Like I really care. I've done so many runs, some monitored, in much hotter temperatures. That is pretty difficult, as we were given a limited amount of water for the entire run. The walk so far was not bad. Sayori's chalk up a few conversations about what I do outside school. Of course, I'm not going to tell her the truth about what I do. Of course, she can't know that I'm Batman. What? Come on now.
This guy is like a suit, like a undercover guy.
He's a suit, weird. Man. He's a suit. he's a part of the government.
Yeah.
Or he's Batman.
No.
He can't tell anybody about his secret identity.
You're not Batman.
He's
not
Batman.
True.
It's true.
If that ends up happening, I'm gonna be like, what the hell?
I swear to God, someone better make him out. Batman joins the literature club. I have more than one document restricting me from doing so. I just simply shrug and respond. Nothing really. You mean there's nothing you do out of school? Well, I guess I have a part-time job. But that's really only when they need me. Batman. Lately it's been pretty slow, so I guess I don't really do any working. Well, what did you do before you came here? At my old school? Well, I was in a large building where the students lived. At least my class. Your old class? Yeah. Everyone weren't doing anything. Some of us sat around doing nothing. And some of us just picked up more extra credit work. Which one were you? I think the answer is obvious. Sayori shoots me a questioning glare, which I don't acknowledge. Well, what type of job do you have? It's not important. Sure it is. Come on, Zero. I'm telling you about me. Can't you do that too? It's like I'm talking to a brick sometimes. Ouch, that hurts. Judging my facial expression, Sayori sticks her tongue out at me. Meanie. My life's secrets must be earned, my sweet blue-eyed angel. Sayori's eyes go wide. That's a joke, by the way. Sayori continues her barrage of questions all the way until we reach our neighborhood. Aww. Oh, we're here! Yep. I turn my back to her and start to walk home. Wait, Zero. What? Thank you for walking me home and going to literature club with me. Use some cheeky little tricks to achieve those milestones. But it's fine. You're welcome, Sayori. Aw, that's adorable. Oh, what the? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Where are we? Where am I? I reached to my coat pocket and grabbed it as I leaned back on the tree. It was a dark night, and the brush around didn't follow any large pockets of moonlight in. I'm here. Good. Get ready. I had to call and slide the phone back into my coat. Oh my god, I am Batman!
No!
I keep my posture against the tree and notice a commotion down below. I look down from my perch into the street below. Black Rolls Royce pulls up to a curb. Several men get out of the car. Valet quickly accepts it and drives towards the nearby parking garage. Normal late night crowd. I immediately sense someone approaching me, so I turn around to face them. It's about time. What?
Excuse me?
Oh my god, we're like some fucking vigilante.
Yeah.
We fight crime, we're Batman!
No! Stop saying that!
Robin found me! It's about time, Robin! The Penguin just pulled up! We gotta go! I close my locker and get ready for lunch. But of course, I'm stopped. Hi, Zero. Hey, what is it you need? I just wanted to see if you're okay. Yeah? Well, I saw you leaving your house pretty late last night. She saw me in my Batmobile? Fuck. You were watching me? No. I just happened to notice you leaving as I was going to bed. Well, I went to go run an errand. I lean back in my locker and run my hand through my hair. Sayori leans forward while clutching her backpack. Well, I was just curious. Uh-huh. Well, I'm going now. I lean back upwards and start off away from Sayori. Oh, one more thing, Zero. Can we walk home again today? I raise my hand up to my face and scratch my forehead. You're gonna make me wait around in that club again, aren't you? Well, I kind of have to. Go there after school. I guess. Might as well. I have nothing else better to do. Sighing, I come to realize that there was probably a book there I could read as I wait. Yay! I'll see you there after school. Mm-hmm. How'd I choose a route I'd go down if I didn't make my poem?
Or maybe it's just like it's a straight story. It's not like a roots thing.
He did say a book he could choose. Maybe you have to like choose a book that you read. Maybe, possibly.
Oh, maybe.
There's like 4 books. I'm curious.
Hmm.
Before I entered the club room, Sayori waited outside for me. As I walked up, I knew exactly what she was trying to do. She was waiting to see if I actually showed up. Well, I guess it's my fault for doing so. The door closed behind both of us. I was shrouded in as much a different atmosphere than the normal school projects. Hi, Zero. Good to see you back again today. Monica walks towards me, still putting on her everlasting smile. Yeah, well, I'm here until Sayori goes home. I'm still here for when she walks home, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, today we're reading our poems, so I hope you enjoy it. Sure. I can't wait! I'm super excited to read everyone's poems! Yeah. Not as excited, Yuri? Not at all. To be fair, not many people can get excited like Sayori does. From the few days I've known her, I can understand that. Thanks for coming back, Zero. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a circumstance for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I was gonna, you read that, I was gonna say commitment. Because I thought it was the original line, but it said circumstance, so it confused my brain. Oh, come on. Like, you deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to be here. If you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck with saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I surveyed the girls' conversation. So it looks like I have a profile down for each of these girls. Sayori's an energetic ditz. Natsuki's aggressive. Yuri's very shy and attentive. And Monika's a leader. Granted, these are simplified perceptions of them, but nonetheless, they are bad girls. I lean back in my seat, grab one of my books from my bag, and place it on my lap. Don't worry, guys. Zero's a pretty hard worker. He usually does all of his schoolwork in class, and he does pretty well. Our social studies teacher was astonished. I don't know what you're hyping me up for. I just did my work as instructed. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. You brought something for me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I can tell that Yuri's uncomfortable. She shifts in her seat and looks away nervously. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Is that so? Plus, there's no reason for me to make a big deal out of it. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Even if you aren't joining the club. Ah, well, thank you. Since I'm pretty much finished with my current book, I'll make sure to read this. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Interesting. I'll keep that offer in mind. Yuri looks pleased and relieved as she gingerly runs her fingers across a book that sits in her lap. Okay, everyone. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. But they were never told what they write their poems on! What are they? Is Natsuki's in a pristine notebook too? Or is it a torn piece of paper? Who knows? We don't know!
It's probably just a piece of paper. Where would Natsuki get a notebook from?
I don't know, from the school? Her dad might provide her it, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
You might care about her studies.
I don't know about that.
He just doesn't like manga.
I'm pretty sure that's on her.
You're mean. Monika looks towards me. Zero, I think it would be good practice if each of us showed you our poems as well. Is that okay? Sure. I set my book and the book that Yuri gave me back in my bag. Which poem shall I read first? We're going with Natsuki. Let's go, baby. I turn to Natsuki. When we make eye contact, she looks away for a second, clearly perplexed. Mind if I read your poem, Natsuki? Without saying anything, she slides the poem to me face down. Yes, the same one. Yeah! That's about it! Wait. Owls can what? Oh, seek.
Seek!
I thought that said sec. I was like, what? What is that laugh? That was a different laugh. What was that one? That one sounded like a Muppet.
Shut up! You're so mean.
Am I mean?
Yeah!
That laugh isn't as cool as Well, that's a good laugh. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. In fact, even the most complex of messages can be delivered in just a few simplistic words. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Same, actually. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Nazi's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Especially if it means I don't have to hear any more rude comments from her. They don't even bother me, but I'd rather not hear them. Either way, I pass the poem back to her. They don't bother me, but I don't want to hear them. Alright, we're going best girl order. Cock my head towards Monica. Monica? Yeah? Would you mind if I read your poem? Of course. Hole in the wall. This is the same one. The other side is looking in. So, what do you think? It is very freeform. I think that's the right word for it. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Okay, this is still a game then.
Yeah.
It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's something I like to focus on while I write. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. And we all know about what happens to the ink. The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
Yeah.
What will I write? Love into reality.
That was very wrong, that line.
What was it? I'm waiting.
After that line, it's I'm too tired to remember.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality?
That's the second one.
It's still right.
It is right, but it's the second one.
You know what?
What?
Sorry, Monica fan 27. How egotistical of you.
You're mean.
I love you.
I love you too.
So you don't hate me.
I don't hate you.
That's right. Good. Because then I cry. I nod my head. Very wise words. You're truly more intelligent than you initially come off, Monica. Thanks for listening. I pass the one back to her. Whose poem shall I read next? Sayori's, because Yuri's last. I turned to Sayori, who was already staring at me waiting. It was as if she knew I was going to pick her. Sayori, let me see what you wrote. Here you go! Dear Sunshine, I want breakfast. As I read Sarah's poem, I notice her handwriting. It's what I expected. Sorry, let me guess. You wrote this poem when you woke up today, right? And what makes you say that? You put that you wanted breakfast. So? Since this assignment was given to you yesterday, at one point, since then would you want breakfast? Other than that, it's a nice poem. You really think so? Mm-hmm. Yay! This poem shall read now. Well, hers is really short.
Yeah.
Yuri, may I read your poem? Yuri looks disheveled and shyly and holds her poem in her hands. Sure. Yeah, flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It took me literally 2 seconds. I had to reread it multiple times. Not a bad thing, just making sure I understand it. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Say it.
I don't wanna.
Say it.
Hoo-hoo! You're the mean one! Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Zero. Hmm? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically. I was still doing the Yuri impression while she was messing up. It just sounded like she was just like Simba.
Ow! What are you doing? I said ow!
Ow! How did you hurt yourself?
I'm laughing too hard!
Oh! I'm gonna kill you.
No, don't kill me!
I didn't mean like me kill you. I meant like indirectly because it would make you laugh too hard.
I know! I know!
Okay, I won't kill you. I swear.
Symbolically.
Compared to a ghost. Lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I would have never thought of that. That's impressive. Yuri smiles softly and takes her poem back. Across the room, Sari and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh god. As they're in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. As his mister returns the poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Zero did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't need to expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I will come out. Oh no, I'm smiling!
You're giving her this, like...
Yeah, I know,
by
I'm
the
laughing
way.
because I was. Because she's so pretentious, that's how she's probably saying it.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't
Oh my
yet.
god.
And Zero liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress the new guy, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Zero appreciates my poem more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my poem more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Zero started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Zero, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Zero. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Zero? I look at both girls while placing my hands on the table. Well? Why did I have to get dragged into this? I'm not here for more than 2 days, and I'm already dragged into such a frivolous altercation. Both girls stare at me waiting for an answer. Listen, girls. This is probably one of the most stupidest arguments I've ever heard. And I have literally heard 2 grown men argue over a soda and nearly beat each other over to death because of it. The fact of the matter is, you both should definitely not be attacking each other because of something like this. From what I understand, there are reasons writing has so many variations, each with different impacts and emotion. I looked at Natsuki. Natsuki? Huh? You're writing simplistic because that's how you choose to write. I directed my cold, dead gaze to Yuri. And Yuri? Yes? Your writing's more formal and complex because it's how you choose to write. That doesn't make either of your girls' writing inferior. Both of your poems are great, and I was impressed by both of them. Okay. I guess. Now, if you both would keep me out of your petty and frivolous arguments, I would appreciate it. Both girls are sunken in their seats in defeat. Sayori stands up and cries out after I silence myself. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Natsuki and Yuri nod their heads. Yeah. Natsuki doesn't respond. She sits in her chair with a blank expression while completely silent. I look over and make eye contact with Monika. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper into her ear. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. It isn't like I could blame you. An argument like that, a bit completely stupid in nature, is still difficult to resolve. But Sayori handled that much better than I ever expected of her. That's Sayori for you. You also did well handling it yourself there too, Zero. Let's just say I'm used to these things. Nevertheless, thank you. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Zero, how about you? I'd say it was interesting. I turned to Sayori. Zero! You ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Are we still not joining the club? We're still not a member.
Yeah.
Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? What? Jumping to conclusions and assumptions like this is foolish, Sayori. It gets people killed. What the fuck?
Yeah, what? This is what I'm saying, like, what the hell?
Bottom line, no, I do not hate them. takes quite a lot for me to hate someone. Like, what happened? Who are
The
you?
reaction to that was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, 'cause I'm just like, what? What are you?
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what your opinion was. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Zero, it's nice that I can spend time with you in the club.
If you say so.
I do. Every day is going to be so much fun.
But this Sayori still hasn't caught on to the fact that I haven't joined the club. We'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I turn to walk away from her, but she grabs my arm.
Zero,
What do you want, woman?
can we hang out more today?
I have things I have to do. Sorry.
Really?
Yes. Sayori pouts me while I wave her off towards her house. Sayori's bye to me as she skips towards her home. Aw, come on, man. She just wanted to hang out with us. She just wanted to get us
How
to
long
all
has it been?
46 minutes.
Okay.
After this scene, I guess we'll stop.
Alrighty.
I roll over to the left side of my bed, increasingly getting more irritated at myself each time. I'm usually never this restless until I just got done with work. I lift myself up off my bed and look out my window. The night is clear and empty, which is something I'm familiar with. There have been many times I was forced to remain motionless and brush or a night like this. Waiting and waiting. There are even times where it would rain constantly. But after a while, you get used to it. I remember back in my old school, some days during PT, it would be freezing and pouring out. Of course, our instructors didn't care. A few of my classmates and I didn't think we would continue. Oh, that is a typo. Classmates does not have a G. It's okay. This is a demo. I swear, some of the water on my underarms that begin to freeze. I hated it. But it taught me just how far a human body can go in severe conditions. It's clear I won't be sleeping for a while, so I get myself up out of bed. Might as well take a walk. Let's finish the walk at least. As I walk down the nicely maintained sidewalk in the neighborhood, I pass by Sayori's house. Sayori's a bubbly girl. One that you could say is rare to come by. Her energy is uplifting. She reminds me of... I stop walking. No. I mustn't let myself... The words in my mouth, the pain sourness to them. I continue my walk around the block. My mind continually haunts me about something. She wouldn't want me to. I raise my head and look up to the night sky. So this is why I couldn't sleep, eh? I leave to live a normal life, but the past remains within me. No matter how far I run, if I could just say those two words to you, my conscience would not eat at me. You're very important to me, after all. You were there for me when no one else was. When you found me, you showed me that I could actually be useful. With your outstretched arm, offering your hand to me, his eyes projected nothing but acceptance and love. You're useful to someone somewhere, Zero. Even if it's for a day. You'll know you did right when your memory lingers. Those three sentences you spoke have engraved themselves into my mind. Damn you, woman. Even when you're gone, you still have such an influence on me. I lower my head in a futile effort to strengthen my resolve. Well, clearly he just had a sad origin story.
Yeah.
I'm crying now. I'm big sad.
That was sad. That was sad.
Are you sad?
I said that was
Oh,
sad.
That was sad. Someone must have died or something.
Yeah,
happened?
I'm pretty sure.
Who did he lose? MC
Someone
needs
died.
a hug. Alright, but that'll do for this episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Yeah, this mod's getting interesting. I don't know. I want to know more about our character, and I'm curious if there's gonna be, like, how the routes are gonna work. If there is gonna be routes, I don't know. Like, I'm curious. I'm curious about a lot of things that this mod's gonna do. But yeah, that is the end. I hope you enjoyed. You may or may not be able to download it in the description yet. And yeah, that is it. That is it. I've been Zero. Peace.